Good evening, you guys. Today is 26th of March. What's that, Tuesday evening? It is right at about 7 p.m. local time, or 1900. We are heading southbound on I-35 right now from the Oklahoma City area toward Dallas. Alright, it's time to make our delivery of that last load we picked up in Colton. And it's going to be going to the Walmart distribution center in Pauls Valley, Oklahoma. About an hour, not quite an hour drive south of OKC. Actually, right about halfway between OKC and the Texas state line. Yeah, I've been here numerous times. I've vlogged here numerous times. You know, I got plenty of topics I could kind of talk about. So I figured, why not? I'll go ahead and vlog this one here. Alright, this is supposed to be a drop and hook delivery. The delivery window for me is anytime between 11 a.m. today and 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Hopefully I don't have the same problem that I had here last time I tried to do a drop and hook delivery. Last time I came here, I got here about 2300 or so. We'll call it that, 11 p.m. And for some reason, the guard thought I couldn't check in until at least midnight. You know, basically within the 24-hour window on the calendar day. But turned out he was wrong, because I inquired about it. So I told him, yeah, my info says 11 a.m. today to 10 a.m. to the next day. So what's actually going on here? So I ended up getting a hold of my dispatch about the issue last time, and they confirmed that no, the guy at the guard check was wrong, and he might be confused on where exactly the 24-hour window is, or where it comes into play. And they said they would. Basically, Walmart said they would correct him on it. So hopefully, we won't have that problem again today. Interesting. Kind of the reddish colored sand right over here. Kind of a clay color, I guess. Just not the same as what I'm used to seeing in California. Alright, so a couple of things here we can talk about. One, I'll give you a quick little update on my dad's condition. They did a MRI and a CT scan on him yesterday. And so far, it's looking like, yeah, he doesn't have any signs of Alzheimer's at all. He's got one lesion on the left side of his head. Don't know if it's benign or malignant yet. However, I guess, I don't know how the doctor knows, the neurosurgeon. Somehow he has reason to believe that it's not metastatic in nature. But in other words, what that means is that he's pretty sure it's not another form of cancer from somewhere else in the body that metastasized or spread from its original location to that location. So that's promising. Now the question is it a benign growth that will have to be surgically removed, or is it going to be a malignancy that he's going to have to get referred to an oncologist for? And maybe the oncologist would probably end up wanting to do chemo and or radiation, I would imagine, if that is the case, because my understanding is they're just going to do a biopsy first. Just going to drill go through the cranium right here above the left ear somewhere, and get a sample of it, and then do a biopsy on it while he's still on the table, and then I guess if it's benign, they'll go ahead and remove the entire thing. But now I'm reading between the lines here. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. I'm just putting some common sense together, I guess, or wondering why would the neurosurgeon just do a smaller hole and just get a sample only, and not open up the whole cranium and get the whole thing out of there, regardless of what it is? I would guess that it's because it's less invasive. He doesn't want to go more invasive than necessary. Like I said, if it's cancer, Now, there's a better chance an oncologist might want to do chemo and or radiation treatments to treat it, and surgery might not be as good an option, I guess. I don't know. Or it's more, it does at least more of a scar and more invasive. He did whatever he could to get it scheduled for today, but was not able to get operating room time today, so that's going to be happening Thursday instead. Alright, so now with that out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about something else. Alright, we're 10 miles away from our customer now. Alright, so you guys might have heard early this morning there was an incident in Baltimore. A big cargo ship, over 900, almost 1,000-foot long cargo ship, was docking out at the ports of Baltimore, and lost power and ended up colliding into one of the pillars for the Francis Scott Key Bridge on Interstate 695 over on the east side of Baltimore. Alright, yeah, it ended up causing that whole bridge to collapse. Yeah, and you guys probably already got some of this, so I'm not going to go into the whole big detail on that. You guys can look up the info on that. I'm going to bring up some of the things I learned as a result of this, and how I think it's going to affect the transportation industry, because I'm sure it's going to affect us to some extent. Okay, so first, yeah, the port there in Baltimore is completely shut down. Nothing to get in or out. As I understand it, they when ships are coming in and out of there, cargo ships are coming in and out. What it is they have, I guess they have a local only crew that will bring the ships in or out, basically take them from the port out to sea at the open water. And then as soon as they get to open water, I guess they get off of that ship and get transported from there to either back to the port or to another ship, and then they bring the other ship into port, and and then the en route pilots, captains, whatever, they only control the ship when it's actually out in the open water. So that was kind of interesting. Someone else on an article, I guess some kind of industry insider, questioned if there might have been human error, and more particularly human error that was fatigue caused, that might have contributed to this. Don't know, maybe the engine actually failed, but there was some speculation there. Well, perhaps maybe someone being in their tiredness, I don't know how ships operate and stuff, but maybe something happened there related to the way, like a sequence of how things are done, or I don't know. But they were questioning if that might be what was going on there. Let's say maybe possible, I guess. Anyway. Yeah, let's just hope that the missing people are get located safely. As I understand it, there's still 6 people at least unaccounted for. I don't know how many of them were construction workers working on pothole repair on the bridge when it happened, and how many were just people going across the bridge when it happened. I did hear that the ship did call a mayday. And I guess some witnesses even said that there was some black smoke coming from the ship before it hit, which was suggestive that they might have tried to reverse the engines and to avoid hitting the pillar before it actually hit. And I guess the mayday call might have possibly saved some lives too, because. And it really did help a lot that this happened at 1:30 in the morning, or about that time in the morning, when there's hardly anybody there. Imagine what this would have been like had it happened in the afternoon on a weekday. That probably wouldn't have been good. All right, so how do I think it's going to affect the industry? Well, okay, first, I got to questioning, well, we won't really know how it'll really affect the industry if we don't also know how many other ports are there that traffic, seaport traffic should still be using as an alternative, and what capacity are they operating at? And I ended up finding out that there are about 360 different ports around the U.S. And it was even more shocking with how much of the, because the largest one was, I can't remember the name of it. I want to say it was a port that was in between New Orleans and Baton Rouge along the Mississippi River. Some port that's like 54 miles long. And then on top of that, New Orleans has a port that is one of the largest. Baton Rouge has a port that's one of the largest. Those are all right there along the Mississippi River, right there in Louisiana. And I think there were a couple others in Louisiana. I'm like, holy shit, I didn't realize that there was that much port activity along that area there. Like, I can't imagine, I don't, whether it be people actually working at the ports themselves, or maybe truckers, or train operators or whatever who deal with those areas too. I cannot imagine how many jobs there must be just in southern Louisiana alone related to transportation. I would imagine it's a lot. So that kind of surprised me. And now Baltimore is number 18 on the list, at least according to Wikipedia, but an article I read said it was number 20. So I don't know what the case is there. Either way, it's a pretty busy port. Again, got to know what the capacity, how much of, what percent of capacity are all the ports, particularly in the East Coast, operating at right now. Because, you might have some other ones there. You might have one there that's running at, like, we'll just say 80% capacity. Okay, well, that means that they, let's just say if they're handling 100 tons of cargo, 100 million tons of cargo in a year, they're only pulling, they're only doing about 80 at the time, but have the capability of doing 100. So they might be able to take on, we'll just say, about 20 million tons of cargo themselves to kind of help make up for it. And I did read that there were 40 ships currently on their way to Baltimore now, so they're going to be affected somehow. And I also wonder how this is going to affect trucking. I think it's going to be more of a localized issue than anything. I think some areas, particularly like Baltimore, are going to be more negatively affected as far as truck freight volume is concerned, whereas some other locations around there might see more volume and heavier use because of it. Probably have some delays, kind of like we had after we came out of the pandemic with ports in LA and Long Beach, and I think Oakland also, if I remember right. So I am curious on that. Only time will tell, but I'd imagine companies like J.B. Hunt, who does a ton of their freight on intermodal, on trains, and I don't know how much on ships, but I know they do a lot on trains. So I'm not sure how much J.B. Hunt will be affected by that. Okay. Alright, this is Airport Drive here. Got the left truck stop over on the left side. We're going to turn right over here and right down the street on the left side will be the Walmart DC. So, and I know there's, let's see, I forgot, well, kind of curious how many, Even with like that, I was talking to a friend. We were talking about like it was St. Louis. It's right there on the Mississippi. I got to wonder, do they even have a port there, a cargo port? Because I've been through St. Louis so many times, and for the life of me, I can't figure out where in my head where exactly their ports would be if they have them at all. And yeah, it actually turns out they do have one, and it is pretty big too. I don't know exactly where it's at though. I'm kind of curious about that. I know it's something. It's St. Louis and East St. Louis is what it services. East St. Louis is on the Illinois side. St. Louis is on the Missouri side. Yeah, it's when you think of oceanic, you're naturally thinking like there can't be so. Yeah, just how many ports can there really be if they're all oceanic? But no, there's so many that are along the Mississippi River, Ohio River. I think even the Great Lakes and stuff. Kind of a fascinating world, I guess. All right, I'm gonna get checked in here. They might want me to pull forward, but double check. Alright guys, we are checked in now. We're going to go ahead and drop our loaded in section Alpha 2. That'll be down kind of over on the west end of the building, facing right at the building. And then our empty should be either over on the west end or the south end of the building. Yeah, I've got enough Stevens transport trucks here today. I see at least 4 of them here right now, plus there was one leaving on the way when we were at the guard shack. I see an R.E. Garrison, or a contractor pulling an R.E. Garrison here. Alright, this row right over here, where you can find an open spot there. We're going to do either a U-turn setup or a straight back, depending on what we have to work with here. Looks like most of this is full, so I'm going to probably do a U-turn setup. Looks like there might be an opening over here toward the end. Oh yeah, right here, this will work. I'm going to park it over on the end too, but what's the fun in that? Alright, wait till we, that's too far. No, I don't like that. My tandems are too far toward the blind side, so I'll just go ahead and switch it up and go park, drop. Come on, dude, what are you doing? Great, yeah, let's get in my way while I'm turning back, fucker. Can't see now because that fucking sun on my face. Damn it. Mistimed it. Even that close. Let's see if I can fix it without having to reset though. No, I'm gonna need a reset. Oh, he's not even in his truck. He's outside closing his doors. Okay. Perfect right there. Alright, get this dropped. guys, we are good to go here. Get my bags back up and let's go find ourselves an empty. Yeah, I think it'll probably be in the back. All these, I see nothing but Walmart trailers over here. Yeah, I mean, it could be over here too. It could be some here too, but let's take a look. I see nothing but Walmarts over here as well so far. Yeah, this is nothing but Walmart trailers here, so we'll go around to the other, to the south end. There's someone coming. Did I just see it? No. Thought I just saw a JCT over here on the right, but no, it was a figment of my imagination. I saw what I wanted to see, which wasn't what it really was. Damn, how far down do I gotta go before I find one of ours? There's a Hirschbach right here. I don't know if I can use it though. I might have to ask if it's if I can. No, here's one of ours, 6885. Two of ours right here. We can do 6602 also. Not sure I really give a shit which one, so we'll just go for this one. If there are any problems, I can always get it addressed anyway later on. So, trailer's sitting a little on the lower side, so I'm going to go ahead and drop my airbags. Make sure that, because I don't want to stab the front of the trailer with the back of my fifth wheel. I'd rather stab the front of the trailer than have a high hook, but either way, I don't want to stab the front either, because if you hit it hard enough with the back of the fifth wheel, you can actually poke a hole in the front of the trailer. Alright, I do have good pressure there. Let's go ahead and back it in, back it up like a dump truck. Come on, some of you guys know that song. Back it up like a dump truck. E40. I know some of you guys aren't into rap music. I like some kind of bird. Alright, let me go get my pre-trip done on this trailer and see what we're working with, and we'll get out of here. Alright guys, we are done pre-tripping. No problems at all noticed with this trailer. So we'll go ahead and get rolling now. Head back over to the guard shack. Let you know what we're doing next. We'll go ahead and high speed it out of over to the guard shack for you, alright? Then on the way out of the guard shack, we'll tell you what we're doing after that. I'll check on the parking situation at the Loves over there first, though. The trucker path gives me that information. I'm guessing it'll be full. That's not where I'm at. Come on. Okay, as of 12 minutes ago, there actually were some spots still available at the Loves. Oh, where's that dropping hook?
Oh, you drop?
Yeah.
Okay, I just gotta look at the back control though.
Okay. I'm gonna wait for him or do it right now?
Oh, I can go ahead and look at it now. It smells good.
Alrighty guys, we are checked out here, ready to roll. Now, I was thinking about going ahead and parking right across the street, but I kind of like having a restroom around if I want to use one. Well, I use the piss bottle or my trucker bathroom, also known as my fifth wheel, if I don't actually need to use it. So I'm gonna go ahead and Constructor Pass said there are still some spots open as of within the last 15 minutes at the Loves. Worst case, I just go over there and find out there's nowhere to park, and I just come back here to this lot. But can't say if there's an open spot there or not if I don't go over there and check. Not a big deal. Like I said, I can always come right back to that dirt lot right there across the street if nothing else. There's also this casino right here. I'm not a gambler, so I tend to not want to park at casinos. Leave those spots for people who actually do like to use the casinos for. I'll go to a casino just to eat at the restaurants at them, and that's it. I'm just not a gambler. I used to do it for fun, but once I learned about investing, I'm like, why would I blow my money on casino shit when I could put that money into play and practically guarantee I'm going to come out ahead by investing it. Alright, so what are we doing next? Otherwise, though, now I did have a pre-plan to pick up tomorrow, late tomorrow morning in Ponca City, which is, I don't know, about a little more than an hour drive north of Oklahoma City, going up toward Kansas. But that load got canceled. I don't think that it's from the shipper. It might be because my dispatcher keeps wanting. I don't know what she needs me to do, but whatever it is, I have to be empty for. So my best guess would be she wants me to empty my bladder into a cup and donate it to a lab, or I don't know, maybe even with Hirschbach and their onboarding system process, because Hirschbach actually does hair follicle tests. JCT did not. So I don't know. For all I know, they might want to take some hair from me too. That's my best guess why I would have to be empty for whatever it is. They don't seem to be trying to route me to the yard to get rid of me or so. There's a spot right there I see, right underneath that light pole. At least I believe that's a spot. Can always fake scale. Yeah, let's go ahead and go across the scale, and we can confirm. Yeah, that is indeed an open spot. I think there might be one over here next to that Fry Miller trailer here too, unless there's a bobtail in it. Let's take a look here. Yep, that's an open one too. Alright, this guy shouldn't have any problems getting into his spot. So now Stevens is trying to come out. I gotta figure out what Stevens is trying to do. Looked like he's gonna turn the other way. But I didn't want to pull out until I knew exactly what he's trying to do, because the exit's right over here to the right. We don't normally exit in the direction that I just came from. Come on, Stevens. I don't want to play guessing games what exactly you're doing there. Yeah, I'll park it over here by this Fry Miller truck and then call it a night. There's even a spot right here, but no, I don't do parking in the corner spot if I don't need to. Yeah, there's still several spots open here. Okay, my tandems are further back, so I'm going to start my turn a little bit later than I normally would. Kind of come across through this Jonas Jonah's Transport. It must be a holy roller. Oh yeah, it's looking really good here. Just a tad late chasing it, but not very far at all. Actually worked out pretty good. Get them towns a little bit more to the middle. Alright, there we go. That's one of the nice things about having the tandem trailer. I don't know who brought that trailer to the customer, but yeah, there were several. They were probably at least 2 or 3 feet back from the California hole, but that also means less tail swing, so easier to get into spots without hitting anybody. Alright, so that's all I got for now. Like I say, it's probably find out in the morning what exactly my dispatcher needs for me that I have to be empty for. Just an empty something else, like I said, but she can't. If that is what it is, she can't tell me that that's what it is until it's until it's like time to go straight to the wherever I'm going to give the piss sample at. But if that is what it is, because they're usually quarterly, I don't know why they wouldn't have had me do it when I was at the terminal 2 or 3 weeks ago, because it's still the same quarter, and normally that's how we do it. Is when we're at the if we show up at the terminal anytime that quarter. And our name's on the hit list, they usually just flag us, and they'll usually tell us as soon as we get to the yard, hey, go talk to compliance or to whoever handles the, or actually I think it's Javada now who handles the urinalysis there, drug testing. So that's our compliance department no longer exists at JCT. It's all handled by Hirschbach now. So all right, anyway. How about we go ahead and finish this by watching Schneider back into the spot across the lane from us. Starting your turn a little bit late there, Schneider. Unless you're, well, no, maybe not. Because if he picks a target further to the right, or I can't tell if it's that guy or a girl, but it's either a woman with short hair or a guy. It's hard to see though. Yeah, if they pick a target further to the right than what I normally do, then it's actually it looks like a decent setup. I don't know why I call it great, but it looks decent, definitely workable. Oh yeah. Yeah, as long as they don't, they're doing a really good job with the steering there. I see the steering wheel straight and letting the trailer do its own work. I'm really liking what this person's doing so far. Yeah, it's a guy. He's got his seatbelt off too, windows open. Man, this is like textbook perfect backing habits here. He's going to overshoot the trailer. That's all right. He noticed it very quickly. It's very unusual for me to compliment drivers on their backings out here, and this guy's getting my compliments for sure. Like I said, I don't always time mine perfectly either. I can't sit there and say, you should have done this or that. No, it's always hard to time it perfectly, but I see a lot of great habits by this driver. This guy is one I would say definitely should be a trainer, just based on what I'm seeing there. All right, so Schneider, whoever you are, you definitely got my respect on that. All right. All right. Anyway, that's all I got tonight. I'll find out tomorrow, I guess, what I'm doing probably after I talk to my DM about whatever the hell needs to be done. So I'll have another vlog for you guys then. All right. Appreciate you guys watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys on the next one.